What is the least accountable animal? Welcome to the 3-Minute Reset. In each video, we unpack some of the nastiest challenges that you face as a leader, but probably aren't telling anyone about. And we hope that by the end of these videos that you see things differently, you feel calmer, you have more organized thoughts, and you know what to do next. In this week's video, Coach George and I talk about the difference between being a leader and a manager, how to empower your team and hold them accountable, and we answer that question about a certain unaccountable animal. We hope you enjoy.
Steve Jobs said this years ago when he said, we hire smart people and then we don't tell them what to do. We ask them to tell us what to do. That's why we hire smart people. Well, it's the same thing for leadership. You're not going to be a leader if you're constantly dictating and micromanaging. Classic micromanager. Attend all the meetings, be involved in everything, be copied on all the emails, be the go-to person for all the answers, be the instruction guru. Good example of, I was observing one particular manager, and what he was doing was he was listening to an employee of his bring a problem forward. The employee didn't even finish describing the problem. The person I was coaching, the client, didn't want to hear it. He got partway through listening to the explanation. He paused them and he said, here's what you need to do. This is what's happening. Here's your next steps. Here's how I want you to report back to me. And when that happens, do this and so forth. During our feedback exercise, I helped him realize that all he did was disempower the other person. And that's why he, my client, was stressed, overworked, burnt out, wasn't sleeping well, and his marriage was on the rocks. That's what most of my clients recognize as they're starting to manage too much and lead not enough.
Mm-hmm.
And his ability to lead was evidenced when I watched him the next time around. He let the employee finish and then asked simple questions such as, what do you want to do with this problem you brought to me? What might be the options you would consider that you'd like perhaps my opinions on?
Mm-hmm.
What kinds of alternatives have you considered that have worked in the past? And as he asked simple questions like that, it empowered the employee. It placed accountability exactly where it belonged, the other person who brought the problem forward in the first place. He had to untrain his staff to recognize that, you don't have to copy me on everything. I don't need to know everything. I just need to feel confident that you got this. And if you don't, reach out to me.
Yeah. And I think that actually works quite well with the seagull employee. What you just suggested there as well, right? Is the person that comes and craps on you with your problem, then tries to fly away. you kind of hold them. So what would you like to do with this, in this situation? I think those questions are just as effective in turning that person around as well.
It's safe. I go to my boss and I tell them the problem and then I stop talking.
Yeah.
And if my boss is a typical manager, they're going to start telling me what needs to be done. Okay. What's the outcome of all that? The outcome of all that is I don't own it anymore. They own it. Yeah. My manager told me what to do. And if it fails, it's on them. If it succeeds, I'm happy to take accountability for that. And I'll take the credit. But if it fails, it's on them.
Yeah.
Right. So it disempowers me right off the bat. As soon as my manager tells me, this is what you got to do. Here's how you got to do it. Here's how I want you to report back to me, and so forth.
Yeah. So seagulls are the most unaccountable of the birds in the animal kingdom.
So. Apparently so.